Hello, everyone. You're very welcome to our junior assembly again this week. And today is Tuesday, so it's the day before you go back to school. Yeah, they go back to school. Yeah, that's right. They're going back to school, Tommy. And Tommy's all set for going back to school too, aren't you? Yes, I'm very much looking going to go back to school. Yeah. Now, Tommy, of course, getting ready to go back to school, has had a haircut. I had a haircut. Yeah, do you like it? Yeah, he wasn't sure he wanted a haircut because his hair got quite long over the summer, but he's got a haircut because it's time to get ready for going back to school. And I'm going back to school now. That's right, you're going back to school very, very soon. So you're very welcome, everybody. Good to see you all today. You're very welcome to our assembly, as I say. And our assembly today is about someone called Joseph. And Joseph is a very special person in the Bible. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about him now. So Tommy's going to help me with the assembly today. Now, Joseph was in a very big family. In fact, there were 12 boys in the family. And their father's name was Jacob. And Jacob had 12 boys. And Joseph was the youngest of the family. He was the youngest boy, like me. Yeah, you're the youngest in your family, aren't you, Tommy? Yes, I am. Yeah, very good. So Tommy, you were the youngest. So Joseph was the youngest in his family. And his dad really looked after Joseph because he always used to tell his brothers, you must take care of our little brother because he's such a very special boy. And that's what they did. And sometimes Joseph got a little bit spoiled because on occasions his dad used to give him special presents. Special presents, yeah. And one of the special presents that he gave to Joseph was a coat of many colors. He got a coat of many colors made up for him, and it was very special. And he made this coat of many colors for Joseph. For Joseph, yeah, that's right, yeah. So, but Joseph was also very different in some ways, in that he had dreams. And these dreams he wanted to share with other people. Now, let's tell you a little bit about these dreams. The first dream he had was that there were 12 sheaves of corn in a field. That's when corn is cut down in a field. It's put into little sheaves, and these sheaves were all across the field. And the 12 sheaves of corn, 12 sheaves of corn, 11 of those sheaves bowed down to one sheaf. So the 11 sheaves bowed down to the little sheaf in the corner. And Joseph said, do you realize the little sheaf was me? And you were all bowing down to me. Well, his brothers didn't like this story. No, they didn't like the story. Yeah, they didn't like the story of him being the little sheaf that everybody bowed down to and had a special coat made for him. So they became quite jealous and actually were quite angry with him. They're very angry. Yeah, they were very angry. And as a result of that, they decided they weren't going to listen to any of his stories anymore. But he kept on telling them anyway. He told them the story of 12 stars in the sky. Yes, up there, Tommy, that's where they were. 12 stars in the sky. And 11 of the stars bowed down to the other star. And guess who the other star was? Joseph? That's right, Joseph. Joseph told them that the 11 stars, who he sort of gave them the impression were his brothers, were all going to bow down to him. Bow down to him? Yeah, that's right. And they didn't like it very much. No, they didn't like it at all. That's right. They became very angry. Very angry. And when they became very angry, they decided that they were going to deal with Joseph. They were going to get rid of him. They were going to make sure he was never telling them silly stories anymore. So one day, there were some people coming by who were traders. And his brothers got to know about this. And they said, do you know what we'll do? We'll capture Joseph and we'll sell him. Sell him! That's right, we'll sell him and make lots of money and sell him as a slave. As a slave? Yeah, do you remember last week when we were talking to the the senior classes, we talked about slaves. But this is what they decided to do. So one day they captured Joseph. They invited him along to meet with them. They threw him into a big pit in the ground. A big pit in the ground! Yeah, that's right. And when they threw him in the big pit in the ground, it meant that he was a capture. He was actually in prison. And along came the traders, and they arranged to sell Joseph to the traders. And they took 20 pieces of silver. 20 pieces of silver! That's right, 20 pieces of silver. They sold their own brother as a slave to 2 traders from the land of Midian. The land of Midian. Yeah, that's right. So, this is a very sad story. But there is good news coming at the end of this story, but we won't hear it again until next week. So I hope you'll hold on and remember that that story will have a happy ending next week. But you've got to wait until then. Until then, I want us to think about this story and think about how important it is that we treat one another well, even if sometimes they annoy us, even if sometimes they say things we don't like. We cannot hurt other people in the way that Joseph's brothers hurt him. So I'm going to ask you to say this prayer after me today, please. Dear God, help me to remember that you want me to treat others very, very well, even when they upset me. Help me each day to forgive others and to understand the things that happen without trying to hurt them. Amen. Together we say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. And the Lord bless you and keep you today and forever. Amen. Thank you for listening so carefully to this first part of the story of Joseph. As I say, it does have a happy ending, but we won't hear about that happy ending until next week. But in the meantime, I want to get back to something we did earlier. You might remember I told you the story about Balaam's donkey, the donkey who talked. The donkey who talked! Yes, the donkey who talked. And I asked you a question. Was there any other animal in the Bible who actually spoke? And I told you there's only one other animal in the whole Bible, apart from Balaam's donkey, that spoke. And did you find out who it was? Will you let me know the next time I ask you? Because it's very important. And if you haven't found out yet, I think we're going to give them a hint, Tommy, aren't we? Yes, I think we will. Yeah, okay. And I wonder what that hint is, Tommy. I just don't know. Let me think. Yeah, I want to give you a hint. I want to tell you that the other animal who spoke in the Bible was very, very suspicious. He was very what? Very, very suspicious. Oh, really? Suspicious? Don't know what the hint is there. Maybe Tommy will be able to tell us. The other hint I'm going to give you is that this animal is in the Old Testament. So that might be a help as well. So see if you can find the answer to that. I'd love to hear back from you on that question. Now, the other bit of news is we have a big surprise for you on Friday. A big surprise! That's right, we have a big surprise. And it's a secret, so we're keeping it to ourselves until Friday. But on Friday, when we're together with you for your big school assembly, we're going to have the big surprise. And we'll let you know what it is then. Is that okay? Yes, but I don't know on Friday. That's right, let them know on Friday. So that's where we are, folks. Lovely to see you. We'll welcome you back to school whenever we see you on Friday. In the meantime, have a lovely remainder of today and tomorrow. See you after Wednesday when you're back at school. And the Lord bless you and your family into the future. Bye for now. See you later.